Although it sounds fantastic, the current rumors that Suits LA would include cameos from the Suits ensemble run the risk of undermining the program before it has even had a chance to take off. As he and his company specialize in both criminal and entertainment law, Ted Black, Stephen Amell, a former prosecutor, will be the main character of the Suits spinoff. Although there will be cameos from a number of well-liked original stars, the program will not directly relate to Suits. Suits LA has become one of the most anticipated new network TV series for 2025 due to its popularity. The enthusiasm follows Suits' increase in popularity following its transition to streaming providers. Since Suits' 2019 conclusion, the Suits franchise has not published a new episode until the premiere of Suits LA. Although the new Suits LA owes a lot to Suits, the spin-off may suffer more than benefit from its possible original character cameos outside of Gabriel Mack's Harvey Specter Suits. LA's reliance on cameos might make the show just a continuation of Suits. When the flagship series is as successful as Suits, cameos can be a fantastic way to connect two shows in the same brand, but it also carries the greatest risk. Suits LA may unjustly be dismissed as a Suits extension rather than being seen as a standalone program if it overuses cameos from the original series or depends too heavily on story references. Suits LA needs an opportunity to shine on its own and demonstrate that it can be just as wonderful as Suits, especially since it has a completely new cast. Although the appearances will initially be thrilling, Suits LA's ratings may suffer as they are cut over time. The appearances could make Suits LA less distinctive if it's only viewed as a Suits expansion and not an original program. Although the cameos might be beneficial at first when the program starts to focus on plots involving the new Suits LA ensemble, viewership may eventually decline. The verified Suits of Gabriel Macht. Stephen Amell's performance might be overshadowed by the LA cameo. It will be difficult to overlook Gabriel Macht's performance because he is one of the confirmed Suits players returning for Suits LA. Macht's portrayal as Harvey Specter is so well known that any small role he plays on the program might potentially eclipse Stephen Amell's recent portrayal of Ted Black. The cameos might contribute to the show's collapse rather than increase its popularity. It doesn't help that Ted Black is already being presented as Harvey Specter's replacement in the Suits comeback. Suits LA may benefit from having its characters side by side in order to set them apart from the original series, but having them appear together on screen for key scenes could just serve to reinforce the idea that the spinoff isn't strong enough to stand alone. For the Suits spinoff, cameos could therefore be a risky game. The Suits franchise is no stranger to the risk of cameos. Pearson, Suits' initial spinoff, did the same thing, ending after just one season. Despite its cameos, Pearson's intended focus on Jessica's new political career was met with surprisingly low viewership. Unfortunately, the appearances of Suits' original characters, such as Harvey and Lewis, overshadowed everything else instead of concentrating on Pearson's new cast and characters. How Suits LA can avoid Pearson's predestination. The spinoff can avoid the early cancellation that Pearson went through even with Suits LA's scheduled cameos. In order to prevent the appearances from taking over the spinoff, Suits LA should reduce the number of cameos compared to the other plotlines of the program. Although Macht's appearance for a multi-episode arc has already been confirmed, Suits LA should concentrate on developing original plotlines going forward to avoid detracting from the remainder of the series. It might also benefit from the cameos. The NBC spinoff should use its cameos to further its original storylines rather than using them only to close the gap between Suits LA and Suits. Another way Suits LA may avoid making the same mistakes Pearson did is by using Macht's cameos as a springboard for tension and conflict.